major progress has been a little bit slow in the last few weeks, although I have drip fed you progress that was done before that. And the main reason why it had been delayed was I was waiting for some machining to be done, which has now been at least half done, so I should be able to move forward a little bit more demonstrably. At last, my fuel rail blanking plug, which can also be adapted to be a return feed if you take this plug out. But yeah, that's come better than the plastic thing that would otherwise go. So I'm going to put this in, and that would mean I should be able to start the engine again. Now I have my replacement fuel rail end, which no longer has a fuel pressure sensor in it. I have the capability to start the engine again, which if it works will be the first time for over a month. So the first thing I need to do, because I'm doing this in real time, is switch the ignition on and just check for leaks around the back of the fuel rail where this piece is. Checking for leaks. So let's do that. Let's see about turning the ignition on. If I can find the key. And the whooshing noise you can hear is the electric water pump. Let's check for any dribblage. That's the back of the fuel rail, which now has a plate over it rather than with the pressure sensor, which I've done away with. That bit seems absolutely fine. So that's because the pressure takes a while to build up, and bearing in mind that the engine has been out since it was last running. Let's just have a look around. Well, it seems alright. I'm just going to turn the fuel, the ignition off and then on again. There we go. Okay, put it back on again. Go around here, check my fuel rail. Again, it's fine. Check underneath. Seems fine. I shall check whether my throttle pedal works. Now you won't be able to see anything, I don't think, but it should make a noise at least. Kind of scraping noise. The throttle body is this thing, which is a Bosch part, 73mm I believe, and that replaces the original monster Jaguar part that they used to use in the late 90s. Anyway, let's see if that pedal works. Yeah, that's working. Now this here, by the way, in case you're wondering, I'll lift you up. This wire here, in case you were wondering, I've got a permanently connected battery charger, trickle charger if you will, and this is connected to the same connection as the alternator. So I can charge the battery when the engine is not running. There's also a fuse in line with this thing, and if I take the plug out, which I just did, the positive side is now shrouded. It's this part, and the earth side is on this side. So just a quick hook up, if you will. Anyway, let's Let's see if anything useful happens. Let's see. It's not run at all. Let's see what happens. Oh, I think I might need some throttle pedal. A month of dormancy, maybe 5 weeks, probably 6 weeks actually, and it starts almost on the turn of a key. So I'm now going to go and have a look around, see what happens. I hope this smoke is in fact just grease burning off an exhaust, but just in case it isn't, I'm having a good look down there. No, it does in fact appear to be coming directly off the manifold, which of course I did some work on, so that seems fine. That's quite pleasing actually, because of course lots of things, including the wiring from the engine, were reconfigured, shall we say. So there's plenty of scope for things having gone wrong. Excellent. Now, if only I could steer, I could even take it for a little trundle, but at the moment I've got no steering. So the frustration will have to last for a little bit longer. If you got as far as this, thanks very much for watching, and in case you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. That would be really encouraging for me. So catch you on the next one. Well, hey, what do we have here? This is my new steering shaft, which has taken a while to come, to be honest, but my friend Alan in Benfleet made this new one, copying my original handmade prototype. So it uses Vauxhall Corsa, that's what the steering column is, Vauxhall Corsa steering joints, done differently, and joined on to another Vauxhall part, I think it is, and utilising the so-called double D shape to enable the universal joint, the standard one, to join on. So the only difference between this one and that one, okay, it's the same universal joint. So imagine the universal joint there being here, and it would end up, sorry, turn it round. Imagine the universal joint here being here, and we'd end up with the same thing. But this one is a lot neater. So all I need to do now is fit it. I should have a fully operational Gilbert and Vader again. As operational as it was before, anyway.